What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Thanks for tuning in to this, another episode of The Gospel Happy Hour. I am so glad you're here. I am your host, Kip Givens. Thanks for tuning in wherever it is you are tuning in from. We are glad you are with us. All right, to get started today, we're going to get into our drink. This is Kilchoman Single Malt Scotch Whiskey. This is their Snag. I'm not exactly sure on the pronunciation of that particular one. All right. Coming in, I believe it's about 92 proof, if I'm not mistaken. That is correct. This is an Islay single malt scotch. Smells like the sea, smells like the ocean. There's some salinity there, underpinning of fruitiness with a hint of peat smoke. Wonderful. Today I want to talk to you about something that I think we all just need to get a grasp on, and that is who God is. The very nature, the very character of God. There's so much going on in the world today. There's so much going on in our lives today. We have, job situations and career situations and work, and we have family situations and relationship situations and kids situations, and we have church and relationship. We have all the things happening. And sometimes it seems overwhelming. Like, what do we do? What's the answer? Which direction do I go? What's the will of God? All this stuff. And I think there might be a simpler answer than what we've struggled with. I'm going to read you a story. You might be familiar with this story. It's way back in the book of Exodus. Okay, the children of Israel are in captivity in Egypt. God is preparing to raise up a deliverer, Moses. Moses, it says, was keeping his flock of his father-in-law, and the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire out in the midst of a bush. And the bush was burning, but the bush wasn't being consumed. We all remember this story? And when the Lord saw, and Moses said, I will turn aside and see what a great sight, and why the bush is not burned. And when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, God called to him out of the bush, Moses, Moses. And he said, here I am. Then he said, do not come near. Take your sandals off your feet, for the place on which you are standing is holy ground. And he said, I am the God of your father, Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. And he goes on, there's a few little more conversations between God and Moses and all of this. And then Moses said to God, God is basically saying, I'm going to send you back into Egypt to deliver my people. And Moses says, if I come to the people of Israel and say to them, the God of your fathers has sent me to you, and they ask, what is his name? What am I supposed to say to them? And God said to Moses, I am who I am. And he said, say this also to the people, I am has sent me to you. This is my name forever. I am. Well, I am what? Right? And in the next chapter in the story, Moses is already losing, the grip of what was said to him. And then Moses says, oh my Lord, I am not. Notice, I am not eloquent, either in the past or since you've spoken to your servant. I am slow of speech and of tongue. And then the Lord says, who's made man's mouth? Who makes him mute or deaf, seeing or blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Now go, and I will be with your mouth and teach you what to speak. So right after the encounter in the burning bush, when Moses is like, who are you? And he's like, I am. I am that I am. Just as the story unfolds and he's giving Moses the instruction on what he wants him to do to deliver Israel, he's like, but I'm not this and I can't do that. And do you see the contrast where Moses, even after having the vision of God in the burning bush, he's like, I can't, I am not this, I am not this, I am not eloquent, I can't do this. And God has to remind him before they ever started, but I am. But I am. You are what? I am that I am. And in this particular case, my children are in captivity. I am their deliverer. How is it going to be done? Pharaoh's strong. Egypt is great. I will give you a sign because I am the power. Oh. But what if they don't listen? I will reveal myself because I am the glory. See, whatever your question is in what you're not, the answer is He is. They go through all that. They get to the Red Sea. They cross the Red Sea. Miracles after miracles. Now they're in the wilderness. And what does God reveal Himself to be? I am shelter from the storm. I am the cloud to protect you from the heat of the sun. I am the fire to keep you warm when the sun has set. I am the rain that brings refreshing. I am provider, giving you what you need to eat on a daily basis. I am. You and I sometimes come with some of the same types of things. We come with thoughts, ideas, preconceived notions, and sometimes just within our own humanity where we have questions, we have doubts, and we're not sure. You know, I've been struggling with this Christian life. I don't know what to do because I feel anxious. I feel nervous. I have worrying thoughts. And how does God reveal Himself? I am comforter. Will send the comforter because I am the comforter, because Father, Son, and Spirit in their union are distinct yet the same. I just feel like I'm walking all alone. I don't know what to do. I am your friend. I don't call you a slave anymore. I don't need you to be somebody who's working for me. I have called you friend. There's turmoil. I feel this sense of turmoil in my life. I don't know what's happening. I am Prince of Peace. A peace that passes all understanding. I'm living in a world of lack right now. I don't have enough to make ends meet. We can't do what we want to do. God says, I am the giver. the giver of many things. I'm the giver of life. I'm the giver of seed, but I am the giver of sustenance. I just can't seem to see how this is all going to end. I can't find where this is going. I don't know. And God says, I am hope. But it doesn't seem fair. This is happening and that person's... And God says, I am justice. You see, whatever it is we are dealing with, whatever it is that we might be having an I am not moment, God is there all along saying, but I am. God, they're judging me. There's judgment all around. I don't even know what to do. And God says, but I am mercy. They're putting me in a box. They're caging me in. I don't know where to go. And God says, I am freedom. I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. I don't feel like my life is producing anything. And God says, I am the vine. The branch. Naturally do what you naturally do because you're in me. I am the vine. I don't know where to go. I don't know what decision to make. I don't know where to turn. And God says, I am the door. But there seems to be darkness all around. It's hard to navigate. It's hard to see. And God says, I am the light. And where I am light, there is no darkness. But where do I go? I am the way. I am the truth. Right? Herod, what is truth? As truth stood before him. I just feel like everything right now is everything is shaking and I don't know if I'm going to be able to stand or I'm not going to be able to make it. And God says, I am the foundation. But I'm struggling. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And God says, because it's not about your doing, because I am the author of your faith. I am the finisher of your faith. I am Alpha, the beginning of all. I am Omega. I am Creator. I am Sustainer. Nothing exists outside of me. I am the Eternal One. Maybe we're not feeling satisfied at the moment. Maybe we're struggling with addictions and motives and all of these things. And he says, you're looking in all the wrong places because I am the feast. I am the bread of life. I am the water With me, there's no thirsting, there's no longing, there's no lacking. There is nothing else that is needed except the water that I give, just like he told the woman at the well. I am the meal. I don't know if I can trust. I don't know if I can keep moving forward. God says, I am good. A lot of us don't say the words out loud, even though we've thought them and think them in our heads. Some have had the honesty and the courage to say it out loud. A lot of us haven't said it out loud, but our lives reveal that it's what we believe. And that is this: God, I can't trust you. And whether we feel like something has happened that we can't trust you, or whether we just don't have a revelation, we don't understand how to trust a God that we can't see, but we live in a way that reveals we don't trust him. And in that, God says, listen, I am good. But everybody else around me doesn't seem to be good. Doesn't matter. I am good. People are just, there's, crazy stuff going on. Hatred and vitriol and murders and angst and all these things. And how could it be any different? I am love. I don't just simply love. I am love. I don't know, God. I'm kind of a slow learner, I think. It's okay, because I am patient. And in my patience, I am also kind. I am gentle. One of my personal favorites. I am, he says, faithful. I love the verse. Even when we are faithless, he remains faithful because he cannot deny himself who he is. God, I messed up again. I was trying to believe. Whatever. And God says, it's okay. Because I am faithful. And my being faithful isn't conditional upon your being faithful. Who I am in all of these things is not conditional on how you behave. Because I am. I am the very Son of God, the eternal Son of God. From the beginning, I am the Son of Man. Come in full likeness of man, the likeness of the first Adam, so that I could take upon myself the full weight of humanity. And be the representative, the final representative of man. I am the Son of Man. I am the last Adam. I am grace. And in all of that, I've wrapped up all of humanity into myself. And I've taken it with me down into the depths of hell, into the darkness of all of humanity's delusion. And it died a final death blow. And then I, bringing you with me from the depths, because I am the resurrection. And with the resurrection, of course, that means that I am life. Not a half life, not a partial life, not a measly life, but I am an abundant life. A life everlasting, a life ever giving. I am life. And as my Son, my eternal Son, revealed. In fact, that eternal Son I sent forth as my final word, because I am the Word of God. And my Son revealed that I am Father. I am Abba. I am Daddy. See, there is not a thing, not a single thing in all of life that isn't redeemed through I am. It doesn't matter your past or your present. It doesn't matter your family tree. It doesn't matter your relationship breakdowns. It doesn't matter your financial failures. There is nothing in your life that isn't standing there and I am. Friends, I don't know what you're going through today. And it may be just pure bliss and joy. And that's great. And the reason is because I am joy. I am Mr. Bliss. I am the living water that are gushing and overflowing out of you. And if your experience right now isn't that, it's not so bright and peppy, then I am is right there saying, but let's move over there. It's a lot more fun over there. Yeah, but right here. No, it doesn't understand it. I am. And whatever it is that you are struggling with or going through at this moment, God is, I am in that thing. There is nothing that he is not, I am. And he doesn't leave, he doesn't abandon, he doesn't forsake, he doesn't leave us as orphans. He doesn't turn away when we've done something foolish. None of that applies. He is, I am, and he is, I am, right now and right here. And just like Moses had to do, but God, I'm not eloquent, I'm not this, it's okay. You don't need to be anything, because I am. I am. I don't know, hope that helps somebody today. He's so good. We can't even begin to scratch the surface of how good he is, how grand he is, how much his love extends to us in every way. We can't even begin to know. But that's our journey. With every step, with every turn of the head, with every gaze of our eye, is to see, I am right there, all along with us, in every season, in every circumstance, in everything. He is, I am. I hope that helps you guys. Love you, appreciate you. Drop us a line, we'd love to hear from you. We'll see you next time.